Hello, hello, hello. Who we got? Who be here? Hey, Miss Jody Ball. How are you, darling? You doing all right? Get ready for work? How goes it? I'm tired. Yesterday was a long day. Today's not so bad. Today was a good day. So, hey, bitch. And I say that with all the love in the world. Already at work. Fun. You got started early this morning, didn't you? Well, it's just 8 o'clock and you're already in between jobs? Dang, girl, you ought to be getting off about 1. What was weird was Saturday, you were there for the start of the party, and then you went to bed for your nighttime sleep, and then you were there for the end of the party, too. I was like, wow, that's just weird. Just weird. Where'd everybody be at tonight? There's Miss Vincy. Gracious. That. 7's not early. I leave at 7 every morning. Me, it's not that early. I'm still gonna get home 6:45 every night. 6:30 every night. Oh, 6:15, 6:30. Vincy, I get to use my female dominant voice tonight. You're gonna love this. I done tried it out on Nina and she done turned lesbo on me. No, we still got 800 more to go. 825 more to go before we have another party. I just read your message, Jody. Nina, I was going to ask you the same thing. Where's Boss Lady at? That is not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Why is it I always say you guys are watching and joined and stuff after we're already started? Nina, I'll talk to you all night long, baby girl. And I ain't drinking no more water. I done peed twice since I've been home. Vincy, you'll have to ask Nina about my Dame voice. Let me recover from this last party, Jody. Woo! Vincy, my Dame voice is not as much a voice as it is an attitude. But it made Nina pee her pants, so apparently it must be pretty good. It's got that TV up so well. I wasn't yawning till I sat down in here. It's cool in here. I still think it's why. I'm gonna start yawning. Alright, ladies, you ready to get started? Apparently it's gonna be one of them nights. Let's see. Let's try it with me without having to. Okay, enough of that stuff. Alright. So we're reading X Tasty. X Tasty by C. Davis. It's called X Tasty, His Submission. You get that? His Submission. We don't hear it from this angle very often, although there are domes out there. So, a little blurb before the starting of the... Shit! Make it stop. Okay. I was living in hell. Memories haunt my dreams. I fight the darkness, struggling to break free and come back to the light. Then I meet her. She's strong, dominant, beautiful. She helps me forget the pain through pleasure. Makes me feel protected, alive, loved. My submission fulfills her. I aim to please her. Bye, Jody. Have a good day. Pain is my pleasure, and my pleasure is what she craves. The prologue. The screams, her cries of agony. It made me guilt-ridden. Get over here, boy, Hayden demands. Hayden was my stepfather, a devil in sheepskin. He married my mother a year after my father died. That's when it all started. Don't make me laugh. That's when it all started. The beatings, getting my mother hooked on drugs, the disappearances, blood on my hands, so much blood. I was tainted, ruined. At first it started with small things. He wanted me to help him kidnap them. Then it all did. All that changed. Oh, let me stop right here. Let me add a disclaimer in here. This has got some triggers, so if anybody that, I know there's not many on right now, but if anybody that watches this video later, there are some triggers in here. So if you have a violence, and I don't mean in a BDSM way, but in a violent way, if you've got a violence trigger, a rape trigger, anything like that, this book's not for you. So I just want to throw that out there. And of course, as usual, it is 18 and above. Okay. At first, it started with small things. He wanted me to help him kidnap them. Then all that changed. Not only did he want me to take them, but he also wanted me to touch them. All the while, he taped it. I stood next to Hayden, a lump in my throat starting to form. I was disgusted. I wanted to throw up. Please, I won't tell, the girl begs. Well, what are you waiting for? Get to it, boy, he hissed. I shook my head, tears threatening to fall. I didn't want to. I didn't want to do as he commanded, but I didn't have a choice. Please don't make me do this, I whispered. I couldn't even say the word. Violated. Ripped of her innocence. Completely wrecked. Ruined. The girl pleaded with her eyes, then said, Please don't do this. I'm sorry. I turned her over on her stomach so she didn't have to see my face. I could hear Hayden say in approval, Good, son. Get in there real deep. Fuck you. I hate you. I leaned down and crooned in her ear. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, love. I could hear her cries piercing my soul as I took her from behind. I was disgusted with myself. My cock was hard, aroused. I was a sick motherfucker, and it was all thanks to Hayden. When I pulled out, she was crying silently. I glanced down, my cock coated with fresh blood. Oh, God, what had I done? There was so much blood. Hayden set the video camera down and stood behind me. Now, my boy, finish the job. Kill her. Hayden placed the knife in my hand, closing his hand over mine. I leaned down and whispered to the girl low enough so Hayden couldn't hear. I'm sorry. It will be over soon, love. Hayden forced my hand and plunged the knife into her back. Then he turned her over on her back and plunged it into her chest again and again until she breathed out to me before taking her last breath. I forgive you. This city is dangerous. Predators are lurking in the shadows, just waiting for their next meal. They want to hunt you and then devour your innocence. I know this because I'm a victim of that. Pain is my pleasure. I deserve to suffer. Hurt. Hayden patted the empty spot next to him and said, Come here, son. I obeyed, not wanting to get another beat down. I sat next to him, leaving a small space between us. Sorry, somebody's causing some trouble. Hayden patted the empty spot next to him and said, Come here, son. I obeyed, not wanting to get in another beat down. I sat next to him, leaving a small space between us. I glanced at the girl, my heart heavy in my chest. Did she have a family? Mother, father, siblings? Was someone looking for her? You're going to thank me for this tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want to do something different. Please, I can't do this anymore, I whispered. You will do it. Do you want your brother to have an accident? No. Fuck you. Good boy. Now, go get cleaned up and go to bed. Tomorrow is a big day. Whatever he has planned can't be good. I just hope I don't have to do what I did to that poor girl again. Chapter 1. The next morning, Hayden rips the covers off of me and yanked me up by the arm. Get dressed, it's time. Where? Don't worry about where. You just put your clothes on. I quickly dress and meet him outside. He shoves me in the van and comes over to the driver's side, slipping inside. He starts the van and smirks. Today, you're going to pick up a guy. What? I whispered. You heard me. I took the liberty of getting your mess cleaned up. Today, you're going to go into that arcade and pick up a guy. No, I clenched my fist. I won't do it. He grinned. I thought you'd say that. Do you want your brother to take his place? I shook my head. He pulled up to the arcade and slipped a syringe in my hand. Make sure you inject all of it. We don't want the police involved. I stepped out of the van, never sparing him a second glance. Each step, my heart hammered against my chest. Thump, beat, thump. Another step closer. Thump, beat, thump. My breaths quickened. As I stepped into the building, my heart stopped when I saw the familiar form standing at the corner of the arcade. His eyes met mine, a smile across his face. No, this can't be happening. What is he doing here? I forced a smile and made my way to Randall, my best friend. I'll just say hello and be on my way. Zane, what a surprise. How are things? You haven't been to school in days. I'm being homeschooled now. My mother thinks it's for the best, I lied. Come on. Want to play a game of pool? I can't. Hayden's waiting outside. He frowned, making me feel the guilt. I can come over later if you want. The family's going out of town tonight. Another lie. I just didn't want him to get hurt or worse, die. I'll see you when I get back. Another lie. Okay, later, man. Later, I whispered. I walked away, leaving Randall to himself. I went to the back and spotted a brunette struggling with another man. Not just anybody. Hayden. Hayden kept his hand over his mouth as the drugs worked into his system. A few moments later, his body went limp. Hayden scoops him up in his arms and hisses, "Move your ass." As soon as we make it to the van, I get inside and swallowed hard. Hayden is pissed. When he gets in the van, he turns to me and gives me a sickening grin. "Sweet dreams, son. See you in a few hours," he says, pricking me in the side of the neck with a needle. When I come to, I look around and start to panic. I had been stripped of my clothes, leaving me in my underwear. My arms were bound behind my back, and my ankles were cuffed at the legs of the chair. I glanced to my right to see the boy my father kidnapped, regaining consciousness. Where am I? What happened? All I could do was shake my head. "I'm sorry," I whispered to him. Hayden burst through the door, carrying another body in his arms. He throws the girl on the floor and grins. "Welcome back to the land of the living, son." I glanced at the girl and frowned. Her face comes into focus, making me widen my eyes in fear. I whipped my head to the side, meeting Hayden's gaze. "Why? I did everything you asked." "Because," he shrugged his shoulders, "I wanted to liven things up. You are going to have your first threesome." I shook my head vigorously. "No, please, that's Randall's sister. If I do this, he'll never forgive me." "Good, then it will mean no more distractions." 2 months later. I took a sip of my coffee and sighed. It had been 2 months since that dreadful night. 60 days of screaming in my sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I could see the pain in Randall's face. Betrayal, hurt, anger. The last thing he said to me before he took his last breath haunted me. You're toxic. Nobody will ever love you. I scanned the diner and spotted a woman walking in the door. She screamed dominance. My eyes skimmed her body, making a shiver run down my back. I sucked in a breath and closed my eyes. Trying to put the dirty thoughts to rest. I opened my eyes to see her looking down at me with a warm smile. Her piercing green eyes caused my cock to stare. Quit being a filthy boy, Zane. Is this seat taken? She asked. I shake my head, not being able to form any words. I offered her a coy smile as she pulled out the chair and took a seat. You're cute, she says. Shy, too. Just the way I like them. I stutter. Her lips curve, a teasing smile forming on her lips. Don't be scared, love. I don't bite unless you want me to. Fuck. Please bite me. I'm not afraid, I say. She leans forward, brings her hand to my bruised cheek, stroking it gently. My poor sweet boy, you've been hurt. Yes, I whisper, barely above a whisper. Come on, my place is just down the street. I'll fix you up and get you a proper meal. But I barely know you. I don't even know your name. My name is Colette Jensen, but you can call me Mistress if you like. Mistress? She nods, raking her hands down my body. Trust me, sweet boy. For some odd reason, I felt like I could trust her. I'm Zane. I know. I've had my eyes on you for a while now. What's it gonna be? I trust you, Mistress Colette. I'll come with you. Good boy. Good boy. I like it. So did my dick. I took one sip of my coffee before following Colette into the night. Hello, Mistress Carly. How's it going? Starting chapter 2. Nervousness buzzed through me as she led me into her loft. I bite my bottom lip and try to keep the dirty thoughts at bay. Should I run? Sit, she says, nodding to the leather sofa. I walk towards it and take a seat. She comes back in with a first aid kit, sitting next to me. Colette sets it down and sighs. Zane, I have to ask you, how old are you? 18, ma'am. She nods. I've been watching you for a while. You're Zane Torrin, the son of Eva Torrin. You attended Hamilton Private School until last year. She remarried a year after your father died. Hayden, is it? What do you want from me? She opens the kit and pulls out an alcohol swab. When she tears the package, she brings it to my cheek and says, we have something in common. And that is Hayden. I want him dead. I shake my head. Listen, she starts. I know you have questions, and I will answer them for you. I'll tell you anything you want to know as long as you bring Hayden to me. You know him? You could say that. He and I have a score to settle. Ow! I wince as she dabs the swab against my cheek. When did I get cut? Oh yeah, when Hayden struck me. His ring cut me. How could he hurt someone so precious, so innocent? She whispers, throwing the swab in the wastebasket. I can feel my cock stir again as she lays her hand flat on my thigh. She glances down to my lap, licking her lips. When she looks back to me, she says, do I excite you? I nod as her hand slides up, making making her way to my throbbing member. I squeeze my eyes shut and whisper, "I'm sorry, mistress." "Don't be ashamed, sweet boy. Give in to your desires." "I feel so dirty." "I like dirty." Colette strokes me through my pants, making desire ripple through me, craving for more. "Oh, goodness," I moan. "Do you want me to stop?" "Please don't stop," I breathe out. My chest rises and falls as my breath quickens. She stops, making me open my eyes. Colette pulls away and starts to unbutton her blouse. I gulp, taking in her breast on display. She wraps her hand around my wrist, bringing it to cup her breast. "Do you like my body?" "Yes, I love your body." I squeeze her breast, brushing my thumb across her nipple. Each time I run the pad over the tip, she moans in approval. "Good boy." She pulls my hand away and runs her finger across my neck. "So, will you help me?" "Yes, I will help. I will on one condition." She raises her brow. "Teach me." "Teach you?" "Teach me how to please a woman." "Zane, please, mistress, show me the way." "There will be rules." "I don't care. I want to learn." "And punishments if you break my rules." "Please, I'll do anything you want. Command me, mistress." "Okay, for now, we need to get you something to eat. Why don't you take a shower and get cleaned up? It's down the hall, first door on the left. Towels are above the toilet." "Yes, Mistress Colette." "And Zane, get ready for lesson 1. After you eat, I want you to go across the hall and lie down on my bed." I shower and walk back into her living room. She pats the empty spot next to her and says, "Come, I made you a grilled cheese sandwich." I obey and scarf down the food. She chuckles as she takes the plate from me. "Now what?" "Now you go to the room across from the bathroom and take off this towel. Lie down on my bed and wait for me. No matter how bad the urge, don't touch yourself." I don't do that." "It's okay. I'll let that lie go. The first one is free, but the rest will cost you." I swallow hard when she leans in, pressing a soft kiss to my neck. Blood rushes to my cock as she cups the side of my face, forcing me to look at her. Her gaze is hard, making another wave of emotion wash down through me. Nervous and unaware of what I'd signed up for. It couldn't be any worse than what I'd endured with Hayden. She released me, taking a step back, and eyed me up and down. As if contemplating what to do to me, she dropped her hand, glancing at the tent in the towel. "Go to my room and follow the instructions on the bed." I do. When I enter the room, I sit on the bed and glance to the piece of paper on the mattress. I pick it up and read the instructions. "Take off your towel, lie down and relax. Put on the blindfold, wait for my arrival." I glance to the bed again and pick up the velvet blindfold. I stand up and drop the towel, glancing at my fully erect member. I take a deep breath and sigh. Lie down and relax. I reach down and pick up the blindfold as I lie back on the bed. Taking the soft velvet, I put it on as the note said. Darkness is all I see as I wait for her arrival. I hear the door open and shut with a click. "Are you ready for your lesson, sweet boy?" "Yes, mistress." I can feel her soft fingers wrap around my cock and stroke me gently. Once, twice, 3 times, faster each time. Please. Hold it, Zane, she demands. Please, mistress, I moan when she feathers her lips over my nipple. She kisses, flicking her tongue against the tender bud. You taste so good. She flicks her tongue again. Innocent and all mine. It feels so good, I moan. Disappointed from her pulling away, I let out a whimper. She chuckles. Patience, Zane. I squint my eyes when she removes the blindfold and tosses it to the floor. Now I want you to touch yourself, but don't come. That's the end. Unless Miss Carly will let me read more. Miss Carly, can I read chapter 3, or do you want me to stop? It is your call. She's not on here. I'll read chapter 3 so we can get a Colette comes in next, so let's see. He's perfect. A beautifully broken soul, much like mine. His eyes hold so much pain, sadness, loss, torment. The way he submitted to me pleases me. I've been waiting for the day. I've been waiting for this day for months. I've stalked him. Please what? I've been watching him I've been waiting for this day for months. I've stalked him, watched his every move until the time was right. To take his stepfather down, I need him. In doing so, I need him to trust me. He's young, sexy, and natural at being so submissive. Like I said, perfect in every way. Hayden, his stepfather, took something from me that was very precious. He took my sister and killed her. She was barely recognizable when the police found her lying in a dumpster, beaten, raped, tortured her until her last dying breath. Zane pumps himself and bucks his hip. I'd imagine he's aching with need by now. He whimpers as I reach down and place my hand over his and help him stroke himself. I lick my lips and smile. I can still taste him on my tongue. Removing my hand from his, I trace his lips and say, "Come, sweet boy, let it go. All of it." The command holds so much meaning. Let go of the pain, need, a desire to let everything out. Oh, he wants, I'm going to. Come, sweet boy. Come all over that beautiful body of yours. I reach out, wiping his cum on my fingers and murmur, "Such a good boy." Zane trembles from the aftershocks of his orgasm. Bringing my fingers to his lips, I demand, "Open." He does. He moans. Good boy. It tastes good, doesn't it? Yes, mistress. I love drinking my cum. I lean over and lick the remnants of the liquid covering his chest. So good. A sweet bitterness to calm the demons inside of me. I drag my tongue upwards, making my way to his neck. He whimpers as my lips travel up his neck and meet his lip. He whimpers as my lips travel up his neck and meet his lips in a sultry kiss. I want to own this innocent soul, make him mine, and control him like a puppet. "Mistress," he moans, "please may I taste you?" "You may, sweet boy." I lie back, sliding my panties to the side, and spread my thighs. He quickly kneels and places a kiss to my slit. My hands find his hair and grip it in my fist. I tilt my head and praise him. Yes, right there. Fuck me with your fingers. You taste so good, ma'am. And your mouth feels so good, my pet. Zane pumps me with 2 fingers, curling them to hit my G-spot. My hips buck as I grind against his mouth. I know now he's addictive. Just once with this sweet boy will never be enough. Fuck. Just like that. Fuck me, Zane, with your fingers. Zane complies, his fingers pumping at a much faster pace, bringing me to the most intense orgasm I'd ever experienced. My walls tighten around his fingers, clamping down on him. I tug his hair tightly and cry out, yes, make it nice and wet, love. When I'm able to speak, I raise my head. I want you to do something for me. Anything, mistress. I want you to plant a bug in your stepfather's study. Of course, mistress. And that is all I'm going to read, because that's more than what I was given permission to read, so that's all you're getting. Sorry, unless Mistress Carly says more. But this book is called X Tasty, His Submission by C. Davis. And I don't know when it will be out. Nina, do you know? Can you stop playing with your toy long enough? Or your boy toy, whatever it is you're playing with, and give me some answers here. Maybe I should have went to Hollywood. Nina, do you know when it's coming out? She's in charge of all this stuff. I don't know why she doesn't. She's too busy wiping it. Nina. Thank you, Vincy. I told you. I wasn't sure until... Okay. I wasn't sure until I saw his age. I didn't know how old he was. So I was trying to keep it young. So I probably could have gone deeper with his voice. But until she asked, I had no idea how old he was. So I didn't know if he was 13, 14, 15 years old, you know. And I was trying to... Alrighty. Well, there will be an announcement made soon. So, tomorrow night. Thank you, Vincy. I'll use it more often. Tomorrow night there will not be a reading. The one tonight canceled, so I moved this one up. And I have a feeling tomorrow night may not be feeling very well anyway, so it may have worked out. We have a big rain front coming through on Friday, so tomorrow may be a rough day for me. I don't know yet. I hope not. I really, really hope not. I'm really tired of hurting, but I don't control these things. So just watch for the post. Nina will make sure it gets out there. Oh, there she is. Mistress Davis. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. We need some details, please, ma'am. When will this book be out? But, yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel tomorrow night, so. By the way, Mistress Davis, I read the prologue through chapter 3. I hope you don't mind. It was so good. Chapter 3 took me like 6 minutes to read, so I was afraid just to read chapter 2 because I was afraid it wouldn't. But yeah, damn, that's hot. So, any details? Okay, we may have lost her again. So, oh, there she is. Yay! Trust me, I know all about Facebook being a bitch. Nina, this book is so damn hot because she's a damn good author and I'm a damn good domain that's gonna kick your ass, bitch. Okay, so Mistress Davis, now that you can comment, when is the book coming out and how much? Yeah, it looks like it's still acting up. So, either you're not in Facebook jail, so that's what counts. What I'll do is I'll have Mistress Davis or Nina will come back in and comment on this with the date it will be coming out. So, never fear, we'll get that on there. Not sure when, because apparently Mistress Davis is having some issues. So, but I'm going to let you guys go. Continue to watch or comment, whatever. Miss Carly, I truly enjoyed this book. It is really, really good. So, I will talk to you guys.